So the idea started back then when I was very young, and I was with my grandfather, where he was a farmer, and told me that having land is very important, because on the land you can build something, build a property where the people live. And when I grew up and was traveling around, I saw that a lot of land was used and built on with properties, and people start to live there and work there. And at the end of the day, we realized that it's always the same buyer, the same investor who is the owner of the property. So our question started: why is it not possible to have also everybody else being part of this property? And that's where this question became a passion and started to initiate this crowdhouse. And with this one, we solved the problem, all of them. So we had technical challenges to make it as soon as possible accessible for the client. Then we had legal cooperations with the banks, just to bring them and think the way we think. And obviously also because they see third parties like us as competitors. And then on the other hand, having the clients to make them see what we are trying to do, and then make them also accept it as interesting for them. So fighting in all different areas, but fortunately we managed to solve all these problems. For us in the beginning it was easy, because you always find the friends and family and the fools, and then going to the next level, finding a bigger one, was for us challenging, because we didn't want just to have the money. We wanted also to have a big partner who will go with us the same way. And we found it with the Luzerner Kantonalbank, which is an old bank tradition and adds up very good to our story. Well, I realized that at the end of the day you just put the word tech and then it just sounds nice, but we are talking about the same issue, which is properties, which is real estate. And I think there are today just nice buzzwords, but at the end of the day it's finding solution for the same problem, which is the biggest asset class, real estate, and it hasn't changed in the last few hundred years. So it's whether you call it FinTech, PropTech, whatever you want, you're basically just talking about the same issue, and that this one is going to change. There are a few challenges. The biggest one is bringing new people in. First you want to have the best one, but how do you realize which one is the best? For us it was a very easy question. We wanted to have the hungriest one, which suits into our group and with our philosophy. And the second one is then growing the team, which is very hard for an entrepreneur, because from you become a manager. So all of a sudden you're not 2 or 4 people, you are 30 people, which means then you have some structure, you're managing day in, day out, which is sometimes hard for me, because I'm by heart an entrepreneur. And on the other hand is also getting into a new office, having small problems like now you have 2 fridges instead of 1, and now you have 2 meeting rooms instead of 1, from all these small topics up to the biggest one, that you are now not responsible for yourself anymore, but for 30 people. I see it as a challenge for everybody, because obviously the big companies and foreign companies are just drying out the market. On the other hand, there are a lot of young, hungry people who wants to be part of the story. And because our focus was on these aspects, we could find them for us. It's a mix of word of mouth, friends of friends, and then also people who see us from the media or wherever. Yeah. It's always an issue for us, but at the end of the day, what we see is the Swiss market is a huge market. We have, in this 1.5 years that we are online, we have managed to transfer about 130 million in real estate volume, which is very good. And on the other hand, the market that we are approaching is about 90 billion per year. So there is a lot of room to grow. So we want to be really the platform for Switzerland. So what we have at the moment is new products that we are rolling out, and then on the other hand, the automatization of every step, which makes them easier to invest. And what we will have as well is bringing some very interesting features that our clients will see on the ongoing process.